Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us in our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to discuss another important aspect of human resources. And many of our audiences who are willing to go for being an HR leader in their career, some of them have started their careers, some of them are in mid of the career, some of them are about to be a leader. So there are so many questions which we keep asking us that what are things which an HR leader should do to either become a HR leader or continue to be a HR leader. And for that, we thought to invite Mr. Ranjan Rao in our panel and talk about these questions and try to find out the answer. Welcome, Mr. Ranjan. How are you?
Thank you, sir. I'm quite good, and it is my enormous pleasure to be part of the contributing part of the HR Success Talk. And let's.
Thank you very much to be here. And I think, Captain Ranjan, for our audience to know a little bit more about you, if you don't mind, can you give a little bit of brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, it's my pleasure, sir. You see, after contributing 20 long years to Indian Army, directly serving our motherland, I came out from Army on a VRS, voluntary retirement scheme. Before coming out from Army, I have completed my MBA from Symbiosis Pune, and also my Masters in Personal Management. Both are the regular courses in Pune. And after complete that, I have done also my Six Sigma certification course for Green Belt, that is from Asian Schools of School located in Pune also. And I had done my German language courses, and also I have gone through advanced grade of Excel certifications. In addition to that, I have done my disaster management course. Also, there are a lot of military leadership courses I have gone through during my just transition period from Army to civil life. I came out from Army 30th of April, and I joined a construction company in Pune as a HR head. The company's name is Kumar Properties. The segment is Viraj Projects India Private Limited. I worked there approximately 5.5 years. And then I moved to a finance company located in Mumbai, where there are 20 odd companies as sister companies. I also looked after there as a group HR head, taking care of all these segments of the business: media, finance, education, construction, real estate, hotel industry also. All these industry, I have done discharge duties approximately 1.5 years, and after that, I thought I have to encash upon an opportunity to join a company working as a CEO of a company. So my present designation is Senior Vice President of a Premier Silt, who is discharging the role of a CEO, taking care of both sales, operations, HR, administrations, digital marketing, branding, and all those things. I'm pretty happy and giving justice to my education, to my experience in the military, and also experience in the construction, basically the longer version of time after Army, the construction industry, where I have learned a lot of integrity and intricacies of business, how we can develop from HR to operations and operation to sales. And even as a totality in business, taking care of the all gamut of understanding of the business and taking care of a concern. These are the nuts.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, please.
That's awesome. I think the military experience and the experience of a private organization is surely gonna help our audience a lot today. And I think you are the best person to talk about it, because you have not only played the role of HR leader, but also a role of a top management personnel in an organization where the objective is to take the organization to the next level. So I think we can get a very wide perspective from you on this. So let's begin with our conversation today. And The first thing which we would like to know is, what do you think? What are the different critical areas where an HR leader should focus on while climbing the ladder of human resource and trying to be a HR leader?
Okay, absolutely. Before coming to address all these critical factors of role and responsibility and the areas where the leader should focus upon, I'll derive a few factors from the military background to arrive at a HR roles. Basically, in Army, you can say in defense, we focus upon 4 factors. And those factors are factor 1, that's come to planning and organizing. In factor 2, you can say social adjustment, and factor 3, that is you can say social effectiveness, and the factor 4 is dynamics. You see, all these elements encompasses a best leadership in an individual. Let's say when people joining in an army, he became the cadet, and after cadet he became the gentleman, and after the gentleman he became a force commando and the effective leader. So bringing the effective leader, these 4 factors in army help how a person from boy to a gentleman and gentleman to effective leader. That's let's say planning and organizing. In planning and organizing, we can contribute effective communications, reasoning ability, organizing capability, and power of extractions. If I commensurate this quality to HR leader, when HR leader from the management school he passes out and comes to any organization, he must focus upon this factor 1 capability, which out of that the most important is the communication skill. How he has to go by the reasons, and how he has go by organizing many in coordination to coordinations, and also how effectively finish his domain area into the productivity one. And second is social adjustment. You see, in army, one single leader drives hundreds of soldiers. So it effectively shows how the leader is effective in his ability. To count upon that, there is a social adaptability tagline adjusted to with leader. In that, he must be very cooperative to his soldiers, and he must have a sense of responsibility in taking care to his subordinates. And the most important thing, how he is best effectively jail with his team leads. And if you go through the next, the factor 3, that social effectiveness. In a group, the leader comes out as an initiator. He must be a quick initiative, and he must have self-confidence in his talking, in his behavior, in his display, in his demonstration, and he must have a speed of decision making also. In addition to that, in factor 3, I can also take into the ability to influence the group, and he must demonstrate liveliness in his whole talk with his soldiers. This factor 3 concludes the most important factor of a cadet to gentleman and gentleman to a military leader. And if I come to the 4th factor, that is dynamics. In a dynamics, how the person is considered to be a determinant, and how he shows his courage, and the last one, how effectively he utilizes his stamina in front of an enemy, or in front of a disaster, or in front of any counter-insurgency operations. If these qualities, 4 factors, I can commensurate these 4 factors into 15 to 16 qualities of officer-like qualities into HR leadership. You see, nowadays many ladies and gentlemen coming out of management colleges, they simply go to join any company and pass their time. But I become as an HR leader, I would give credibility to those persons who can always pass their time by effectively utilizing the books, by reading books, and critical analyzing how to contribute to the company. To contribute to the company effectively, he must have the sense of responsibility by understanding the nature of the business where he is in. He must understand what is the alphabet A start in the company, and how the company comes to the balance sheet, the profitability. If a person joins in company, in analyzing all his integrity of the business, then he has to put up the qualities who can be considered as the best leader. It is the primarily I could have given the officer like qualities, the factorization of leadership, military leadership, how he can contribute to the best part to his esprit de corps. Let's come to you can say what is the determination, what is the differentiator the HR leadership must have in his you can say differentiate from the others.
Got it.
You see, similarly, as HR leadership, he must be a courageous person. He must have judgmental factor. He must influence capability, and also political agility, and also effective communications, and also aligning HR strategy with the organizational goals and objectives. And these qualities can be translated by showing the characteristics. First one is honesty and integrity. HR person must be an honest person, and he must have a full 100% loyalty to the company, the policy, the SOP, with the management, even to the CMD of the company, with the owner of the company, who can share all the nitty-gritty of the business, the confidentiality maintaining, and also the roles and responsibility of each one who are working for the company. Am I right, sir?
Yeah.
And next factor I can put to that is how the personal capability we must have to contribute. That is, one HR person should exhibit technical ability, personal capabilities. Technical ability in the sense he must know his job. He must understand his roles and responsibility for which he has been hired for. And second one is how quick he is capable to resolve the persisting problem in the company. And the most important factor, how he or she is liveliness in innovative work design, in contributing to the company by removing stocks, removing hurdles, removing barriers in the company. And also he must be practicing self-discipline in his role and clarity in his role profile also. Then the most critical factor is that how he should get the result from the people for the organizations. For that, he must focus on his results. To focus on his result, he must have to establish the stress result. What is his job description? Where has the limit he has to work, and how how much the task has been assigned to him to complete in how many days to be given to the management. The last factor I can say the interpersonal skill. In interpersonal skill, the personal communication of various verticals. Let's say if HR head is there, he must have very good communication with the lateral leaders. Let's say sales, operations, information technology, that is IT, or you can say personal department, statutory compliances. All those he must have a biasless communication leadership with all the leaders, because you see in private companies we must be transparent. We must have to enjoy our rules when you are a very good communicator and you are very good transparent to others. And also he must be a persuasive person nature to persuade the group, and he must have to build a relationship with the other verticals. And also he must foster initiatives to build teamwork also in the company. And by developing others in the hierarchy, he must be developing the strategies, perspectives, role clarity in the organizations, and also building teamwork in his role and clarity also. And also put a strategic thinking, you can say the think tank of strategic think tank, by sharing values with the high level of management team in the company to drive for the future. So that's all these things I can highlight on this. If you say how a HR leader can be differentiated from others in terms of adding value to the organization, sir.
That's awesome, and I think explained it starting from the military and going to a prime, the kind of skill set and attribute an HR leader should have. I think that's definitely going to help our audience. And some of the things which you talked about is about the person being courageous, should be able to take smart risk during his lifespan, should have a very good communication skills so that he can make sure that people understand what he's trying to say, and loud and clear. Should be able to take responsibility, and should be the one who should be driving the agenda, and not the one who is just talking about it. And the most important thing is the person should spend some time developing his team member and developing the people under him, at the same time focusing on learning and development of the whole organization. Should be able to pursue the initiative the person take. And the relationship you talked about, the importance of the relationship which the person should build among peers and the team member in this, and also with the people who are leading the organization other than human resources, and should increase the teamwork. And I think the most important and the critical part of it is that for being a HR leader, as you mentioned, the strategic thinker, and should be able to see that how human resources is going to play a role in the development of the organization. And if all that together during the spend time, if the person can work out, can become a fabulous HR leader. That's awesome, and I would like to thank you on behalf of all the audiences which we have and watch these videos, to come up and spend some time and talk about it. And I'm sure we would like to invite you again to talk about some of other important areas by which our audience can get benefited. So I would like to thank you for on behalf of everybody, sir.
My pleasure, sir. And I'm also hoping I should come again for a talk for another subject, sir. There is a plenty of to deliver, and when time comes, I will come prepared to deliver, to contribute to our HR leader to come success in their life, sir.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Take care.
Welcome, sir.